Hello, my name is Emely Gutierrez, and I am a criminal justice major in my second semester at Queensborough Community College. My mentor is Dr. Sporer. My project is titled Analysis of College Students' Knowledge and Attitudes Concerning Sexual Assault and Violence. I have chosen to research based on this topic, considering that I have had many friends and family members who have struggled with sexual assault and the ability to be able to report the assault. I would like to explore this topic in greater detail. The main objective of the study is to identify QCC students' knowledge and attitudes towards rape and sexual assault and what factors might be influential. Since the study focuses on QCC students, this study also seeks to incorporate campus-specific aspects. Research claims that every 107 seconds a situation of sexual assault occurs. 270,000 women had also experienced sexual assault in 2010. There are many victims of sexual assault that do not desire to report the assault due to the fear that other individuals will re-victimize them. This can cause a variety of mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and alcohol use. This is a major problem which needs to be taken into consideration for the benefit of our students here at QCC. My hypotheses state that female students who would be considered to receive education on sexual assault and rape myths would be less likely to support rape myths than male students. Also, female students will be less likely to support rape and sexual assault myths compared to male students. According to Bateman, sexual assault will be described as an act or attempted attack involving unwanted sexual contact, either forcibly or non forcibly. According to Rolero, rape myths are false beliefs about sexual violence that encourage blaming the victim and exonerating the offender. Some of the independent variables included in the study were age, gender, sexual orientation, enrollment status, major, country of origin, religion, ethnicity, and relationship status. Since I am still in the early stages of data analysis, I will only be touching on some of these variables in this presentation. The dependent variables for the study include several items that focus on QCC policy and resources, as well as two validated measures to assess endorsement of rape myths. Data was collected using SurveyMonkey.com. The survey developed specifically for the study included demographic variables, questions focusing on students' knowledge of QCC policies, procedures, and resources availability. For short scenarios that depict different aspects of sexual assault and rape, two validated measures about rape myths, the Illinois Rape Myth Scale and Male Rape Myth Scale. Both measures are validated and reliable measures. Initially, the plan was to administer the survey in the classroom setting with the permission of various QCC professors, but as data collection was about to begin, QCC transitioned to remote learning as a result of COVID-19, and so the recruitment plan had to be changed. It would have also been impossible to complete the follow-up interviews as planned. QCC students were recruited through club affiliations, social media, and word of mouth. 172 SurveyMonkey surveys were started, but 11 were invalid and not included in the study because the participants only answered the first question. The demographic data for the 161 valid survey responses are shown in this slide. As shown in the graph, most students are full-time, female, heterosexual, Hispanic, and criminal justice majors. As I had already mentioned, since I am still in the preliminary stages of data analysis, not all demographic for which I collected information are included in this slide. The data on this slide shows how many people endorsed male rape myths by scoring their attitudes towards this subject from 1 to 5. The higher the number, the more likely they would be able to support these myths. On average, the mean score was 2.33, which suggests that most students were neutral while answering questions regarding these myths. Considering how low the score is, this can be a good sign. In this slide, we see the differences in the responses between the two genders relating to the rape myth scale. The average mean score for females is 2.35, while for the male, the score was 2.31. Considering the preliminary results, there seems to be no real significance between the scores both genders had received when being assessed for these rape myths. For the Illinois Rape Myth Scale, the mean was 2.20. When assessing students for female rape myths, some students did endorse the rape myths, but not all. The scales do have subscales, but I have not done the analysis of this yet. This slide demonstrates that most students have stated that they received some form of education on sexual assault. About 68% said that they have had education on sexual assault, 20% stated they have not, and 11.5% stated that they did not know. The data shown on this graph reveals that most students are not knowledgeable about QCC's policies concerning sexual assault. Only 21.8% and 13.6% claimed that they were very and extremely knowledgeable about where to get help if sexual assault had occurred in the campus. The result on this data is concerning, seeing that 48.6% of the students claim that they did not know where and who to make a report to in the campus if a situation of sexual assault would occur. The results for this data tell us that due to the experiences of each alumni at QCC, they can change their attitudes toward rape myths. However, they do not report the assault when it does happen. The data on this slide demonstrates that most students at QCC think that sexual assault occurs occasionally in the campus. 36% claim that this criminal act occurs occasionally, and 35.4% say this happens rarely. In this slide, the data reveals that 51% of students believe that the campus will take sexual assault in any given circumstance seriously, while 28.6% say extremely. The preliminary results I have highlighted in this presentation need further examination. However, they suggest that as I continue to examine the results, especially included the scenarios that I have not analyzed yet, I am likely to see that many students, despite the campus's and educational community's best efforts, are not as knowledgeable about the topic of rape and sexual assault as they should be, and that a portion of the student body will continue to endorse rape myths, at least in some part. Even partial support of these myths is concerning, since most of the sample are criminal justice majors who hope for a career in which they will be asked to help the victims of these crimes. Here are all the references related to the research of the study. Thank you so much for watching this presentation.